Hi there, this is Tom Snyder from Gematrix, and I'd like to introduce you to Java beans and show you how to create a Java bean using the Eclipse tool. We'll go to our package, right-click on it, New Class, and I'll just give it a particular Java class that represents some form of what we call a domain object. So if I was looking to discuss students in the class, I would use the Java bean called student. I'm going to accept constructor from superclass, where my superclass is object. And notice what it does is it gives me the default 0 argument constructor. I'm going to give this particular student several different attributes. The first attribute I'm going to give it is a private string level school graduated. I want to know how far the person has gone in school. I'm going to have another private and I'm going to use something called local date as the date of birth. Now when I use local date, it's going to give me a little red with yellow mark saying it cannot be resolved. If I click on this, I can import the class local date, and now the import statement comes immediately after my package. Imports are required when a class is not in java.lang or in my package that I'm working with. And we'll do 2 more fields. First name and last name. Now, JavaScript, excuse me, Java beans require all private variables Java beans require a 0 argument constructor. Now I could also have overloaded constructors, which we'll be talking about in a further on topic and video. And Java beans also need to implement an interface called serializable. Now, serializable is also one of those not in our package or in java.lang, it's in java.io. So I'll import that. Notice it's not requiring me to implement any methods. Serializable is called a marker interface because it wants Java to know that this class implemented a type of serializable so that data can be moved across virtual machines. And we'll discuss that when we get into a bit of communications amongst machines and passing objects from one machine to another. Now, the other thing that's required in Java beans are our getters and setters. The way that I generate the getters and setters is I right-click, source, generate getters and setters. So I'm going to right-click, click on source, generate getters and setters. And I can choose all of them, I can choose some of them, or I can choose just the get or the set. It asks me where I want this. I'm going to put this right after my zero argument constructor. And there's all my getters and setters. A couple of things that happen. We see the keyword this being used. This refers to the field level, the private variable or the field that we created, the instance variable. Notice the other one on the left is the same name, but it refers to the parameter coming into the method. And once I save this, that's all it takes for me to create a Java bean. So if you've learned a bit about imports, you've learned a little bit about the serializable interface, which has no methods. A Java bean has private variables, zero argument constructor, and getters and setters. You also saw the first time this keyword being used to refer to a field versus a method level data field. So this is a member level field defined outside of any method. That's what you use this for, this objects field. I hope this helped. Thank you.